Hey guys, welcome to the show today. The Cuban Missile Crisis back in the early stages of Kennedy's presidency before he was assassinated, which has a lot to do with that Cuban Missile Crisis. A lot of things went wrong in that time for him, but all over again, Russia has and this is brought on in part by us, the United States. We keep showing our power, invading other people's airspaces, sending these drones places they don't belong. Um, we're testing these missile defense systems in Alaska. I've seen some of the videos of it, which is an amazing technology. But Russia's President Putin, he's talking about it, wanting his secret services or whatever, the Russian KGB or whatever they are now, but his intelligence, military intelligence, wants to know more about our defense system. Now they already apparently have rockets in Cuba again, from my information. Um, so we're leaning. Now the Cold War was a very trying time for the United States and Russia. I mean, you guys know this. You've heard it. I mean, it's memed to death, but we've been on each other's radar for a very long time, and we were so close several times to an all-out nuclear war, and that's going to be bad for everybody. That's I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of different things start happening again, like during World War II, whenever things were being seen from aircraft and whatnot, because they were interested in our new technologies, what we were going to do with our nuclear um, strengths, the atom bombs, the big boy, and the bombs we dropped on Japan, which is, I mean, the war needed to be ended. Absolutely. That's a lot of loss of life. I mean, that's wiping the city off the map instantly. And it's horrible. But with our withdrawal from the arms treaties and everything that President Trump's pulled out of, which I support his decisions, and he has his own agenda. He's doing things differently, and I think it's paid off a lot. But he gets a lot of oppositions. All he's done in his first presidency is, fight off all the far, you know, Democratic wingers out yonder. But and regardless of people's beliefs on that, unless someone steps up that has better ideas than Trump, I predict he's going to win the 2020 election. I mean, whether people want him to or not, I think that's going to happen. No one has to agree on everything, but that's just. But things are getting very confrontational, especially with Russia. It's going to come to all-out World War III, another, which this time our next war, real war, not just some fight against, Saudi Arabia or some country like that, but with another world power like Russia. It's going to come down to, if that would happen, it's going to come down to nuclear weapons. I mean, it's somebody's going to push that button, and when that button hits, that's going to instantly release missiles on both sides of the world, and missiles are going to be going across the eastern hemisphere, northern hemisphere, eastward and westward, and vice versa from the other side of the world. It's going to be chaos, and that needs not to happen. People need to come to some type of agreement on their differences politically to stop this. What's the big deal? Just, get along, right? I mean, and then the tensions are high with China, with the tariffs. They've been screwing us hard for years, and Donald Trump just isn't taking up for it no more. He's taking on China, and he says he's the chosen one. He's taking them on single-handedly, and people want to twist his comments into something that's not. But more power to him. I mean, it's either pay now or pay later. That's what it's going to be. And it might hurt us a little bit now, what we're doing, but it's either going now or 10 years down the road, we're going to be paying double than what Donald Trump's trying to accomplish right now. So, a lot of activity in the world. We've got to get peaceful resolutions with everybody. I mean, let's face it. If you about anywhere in the world you go, people have an opinion and have an opinion on Americans, especially certain countries. What do you guys think about this? What do you think about the Cold War all over again? The potential for a nuclear holocaust, because it's on our doorstep. It literally is. It's ready to happen, and I mean, we can't live in that fear, but we gotta get. Everybody's gonna have to go on with their lives, but just be aware of what's going on, and at any time that level, at DEFCON levels could just pop up there, and things could happen, and just be prepared. I mean, stay prepared. Have go bags ready. Have food stashed. Have an exit route. Have a place to go. Get into the country. Build you a bunker. Whatever you gotta do. Stay safe. And guys, to end this video, I want to talk about some activities that you guys out there in the United States or wherever are able to attend and get in. Flatwoods, West Virginia, where I'm from. Flatwoods Festival, home of the Flatwoods Green Monster. The sign you see here is in Flatwoods, just a mile away from my house. And the festival's going on in just, I think it's Labor Day weekend, in just a week or so. It's a good festival. It's a good time. There's a lot of things going on throughout the county, not just Flatwoods. There's several towns around Sutton, Gasaway, Burnsville, and a lot of activities to take in. Canoe races and 5K runs and just a lot of different activities. And you might be able to get your picture taken with the Flatwoods Green Monster. You never know. You might have a sighting there. You might be able to see the Flatwoods Green Monster in person. You never know. A lot of crazy things goes on in Flatwoods. It's it's the center of the state, geographic center of West Virginia, and a lot of odd things goes on there. I've witnessed a few of them myself, and I've spoke of them. A couple of them I hadn't smoked in over 20 years or so, but when I was a kid. But yeah, get them activities in. That's the same sign you see in the Fallout 76 game. When you start that game, the first place you come to is pretty much Flatwoods, West Virginia. If you head off the hill and go down, you will come to the town of Flatwoods, which it's not set up the same. I mean, but the sign is the same. That's the sign you see. It's a wooden sign. Welcome to Flatwoods, home of the Green Monster. That, when I was a kid, that sign looked brand spanking new. It's been weathered over the years. I have a second channel started, which it's called Flatwoods Green Monster, and you can look that up there. I haven't got to do a whole lot with that yet, but I'm going to. But if you want to subscribe, you'll be ready for it when I do get some videos started popping up there. And guys, leave comments down below. What do you think about this Cuban Missile Crisis all over again? Russia's putting their missiles there. We have our defense system set up, testing it. They're extremely concerned about what our capabilities are. I've seen live feeds of a missile intercepted, and it looked spectacular. But give me your opinions. I try to comment back with everybody that comments. As we grow, at this channel, it'll be more difficult to do. But anybody's commented, I've got back with so far. So give me your opinion. Welcome to everybody's opinions. Nobody agrees with everything. So I like hearing other people's points of view. Try to learn something new every day, and try to teach something new every day. And that being said, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Peace.